Today we'll see Aneka Cloud. So today we'll see what is Aneka Cloud, so why it is required, and what are the capabilities of Aneka Cloud, and in what way it is different from other cloud platforms like Google Cloud, Amazon, and other cloud computing platforms. See, Aneka Cloud is also a cloud platform. So it's a product of Manjra Soft Private Limited, and it is ideally suited for developing, deploying, and managing cloud applications. That means if you use Aneka Cloud, so it also provides platform as a service using the tools and technologies provided by Aneka Cloud. You can also develop cloud-based distributed application, and you can host it on the same Aneka platform. Okay, so it provides SDK for development, then platform to deployment, so everything. Then at the same time, so just like any other cloud, it is also scalable and extensible, and it provides a host of APIs using which you can integrate your applications with other cloud platforms as well. Okay, that is made possible. It offers an extensible collection of services coordinating the execution of applications, helping administrators monitor the status of the cloud, and providing integration with existing cloud technologies. So that means when you develop an application, and when you are hosting it on Aneka Cloud, you can integrate that with the existing cloud technologies. Aneka's key advantages is extensible set of APIs associated with different types of programming models. So that is task related to task, thread, and MapReduce related APIs it will provide, and it also provide a facility to integrate new capabilities into the cloud and supporting it as platform for developing, deploying, and managing execution of applications on various types of clouds. So various types of clouds means, sorry, let it be private cloud, hybrid cloud, or public cloud. So it provides an interface using which you can manage the application. Aneka is a software platform for developing cloud computing applications. It allows harnessing of disparate computing resources and managing them into a unique virtual domain, the Aneka Cloud, in which applications are executed. So that means if you want to maintain your application privately, so you can develop using the tools of Aneka. So you can develop it and you can maintain it as a private cloud network. So on the same Aneka platform. So according to the cloud computing reference model, Aneka is a pure platform as a service solution for cloud computing. Okay, so just like Windows Azure, it is also a platform as a service. Aneka is a cloud middleware product that can be deployed on a heterogeneous set of resources, that is network of computers, a multi-core server, data centers, virtual cloud infrastructures, or a mixture of this. So the meaning is that, so you can deploy, so you need to understand exactly where you can deploy Aneka middleware. So it provides a cloud middleware which acts as a cloud operating system. You can deploy it on a network of computers, a multi-core server machine, and you can deploy it at data center level, and you can deploy it upon the virtual cloud infrastructure or a mixture of these. So that means, so it is so flexible that you can deploy it on individual computers and at data center level or at grid level. So wherever you want, you can use that middleware. So using that middleware, so you can host your applications. The framework provides both middleware for managing and scaling distributed applications and extensible set of APIs for developing them. So that means it also provides the middleware which acts as an interface, and also it will provide different APIs to develop the applications. So that means if you are already having an application developed using some other tools, then using the middleware of Aneka, you can deploy it. Okay, that is possible. At the same time, you can also develop by using SDK provided by Aneka. Aneka will provide both SDK and the runtime to develop the application, then you deploy there only. So look at the capabilities of Aneka. See, in the lower level, as I told, there is a multi-core computers, clusters, grid, and cloud platform, existing cloud platforms. So upon that, you can install the Aneka middleware. So upon you installing the Aneka middleware, it will provide you the runtime. Okay, and by default, there will be SDK available for you. If you want to develop any add-on applications, you can develop, and it provides APIs to deal with thread, task, and MapReduce related applications. Okay, and you can host your applications upon this Aneka middleware. So that's what the capabilities of Aneka. So that means when I say Aneka, you need to understand that basically it provides middleware, okay, to install it upon multi-core computers, clusters, grids, and so on, or a combination of these things. So then it provides a SDK and the runtime and the complete platform to host it, and also at the end it will provide you the interface using which you can manage all these things. Therefore, this Aneka middleware acts as a cloud level operating system. So that's why sometimes people also say that so Aneka is a cloud level operating system. Actually, it's a middleware since it helps you to manage all the cloud resources at data center level. We call it as cloud based operating system also. Aneka framework overview. The core infrastructure of Aneka system provides a uniform layer that allows the framework to be deployed over different platforms and operating systems. So irrespective of the server operating system you have, or irrespective of the type of network you have, you can install Aneka middleware. The physical and virtual resources representing the bare metal of the cloud are managed by Aneka container, which is installed on each node of the constitute and each node and constitute the basic building blocks of the middleware. So that means with this we need to understand the basic building block of the Aneka cloud is the container. So container is one area where you can host your application. Okay, and it is responsible for managing that Aneka containers are responsible for managing the physical and virtual resources. A collection of and you need to install that Aneka middleware on each of the node. Say for example, so you have a number of nodes in the Aneka cloud. So that means so you need to install that Aneka middleware on all the n number of nodes in the network. A collection of interconnected containers constitute the Aneka cloud. That means what constitutes Aneka cloud? The collection of connected containers. So what that container contains? That contains the applications hosted by you. And also, so what are the other applications that you are hosting upon it? So two types of applications you will be hosting on that. So one is the one which you have developed, and another one you have developed by using the SDK and runtime provided by the Aneka cloud, and another one in external applications that you are bringing in and hosting on the Aneka cloud platform. So that means you can also bring some other applications and host it on Aneka cloud. At the same time, there only you can develop and host it. The container features three different classes of services. So they are fabric services, foundation services, and execution services. So when I say Aneka container, it provides three types of services: fabric, foundation, and execution services. In the next slide, we'll see. So what are those services? Okay, these services take care of infrastructure management, supporting services for the Aneka cloud, and application management and execution separately. Now look at this Aneka framework. See, in this entire diagram, you look at this middle layer, that is the middleware container, which actually represents the Aneka cloud. So, and it is divided into three different types of services: execution services, foundation, and fabric services. So the fabric services provides dynamic resource provisioning and hardware profiling. So that means to maintain the hardware resources and to provide flexibility and scalability, that will be taken care by fabric services. Then foundation services, they deal with billing and reporting, which is very helpful for decision making whether to continue the services or not, and it will give you the statistics about the consumption, licensing, and other accounting related information. And the third service is execution services. So it deals with independent bag of tasks. That means how to execute the tasks, sequencing them, to deal with the threads, MapReduce, and other programming models. So and the lower end we have the infrastructure. Okay, above that we have a middleware container, and at the top we have a application layer. So that is application development and management. So it deals with providing SDK related services, providing the SDK using which a developer can develop the applications, and also it provides the APIs and tools using which you can integrate with other cloud applications or cloud services. And it is responsible for management tool. That means, so it provides an toolkit for the administrator, so using which you can maintain the applications. Aneka implements a service-oriented architecture, and services are fundamental components of an Aneka cloud. So one thing you need to understand, not only Aneka, every cloud platform implements service-oriented architecture. Every, let it be Salesforce, AWS, Aneka, any cloud. So it implements service-oriented architecture, and services are the fundamental components of any cloud computing platform. Services operate at container level, except for the platform abstraction layer. They provide developers, users, and administrators with all features offered by the framework. So that we saw in the previous slide. Services also constitute the extension and customization of Aneka clouds. So that means, so the services are so flexible that so you can have extension of the services or you can customize the services. The infrastructure allows for the integration of new services or replacement of the existing ones with a different implementation. Say for example, you have some particular service so whose performance is not up to the mark, you can replace it with another new implementation. That is also possible. The framework includes the basic services for infrastructure and node management. The framework includes basic services for infrastructure and node management. So that means whatever the available infrastructure so that you can manage. That means you can scale it down or you can scale it up. Okay, that can be done. Then application execution, accounting, and system monitoring. So that's all about the, so that's very much concerned with the administrative tasks. Existing services can be extended and new features can be added to the cloud by dynamically plugging new ones into the container. So upon you adding new code to the containers or new applications to the container, you can always extend the features of the cloud. Such extensible and flexible infrastructure enables Aneka clouds to support different programming and execution models for applications. Aneka is a programming model. It provides a programming model that represents a collection of abstractions that developers can use to express distributed applications. So that means by using the programming model of Aneka, you can develop distributed applications. The runtime support for application model is constituted by a collection of execution and foundation services interacting together to carry out application execution. So that means, so it provides collection of execution and foundation services, so which interacting together to carry out application execution. Thus, the implementation of a new model requires the development of specific programming abstractions used by application developers and services providing runtime support. So if you want to implement new capabilities, so certain programming abstractions that you need to develop so that it can provide runtime support. Programming models are just one aspect of application management and execution. Within an Aneka environment, there are different aspects involved in providing a scalable and elastic infrastructure and distributed runtime for applications. Then let us see what are the services of Aneka. So elasticity and scaling. So that is to deal with the resources, to scale it up and to shrink it. Then runtime management. So as it is a platform as a service, obviously it provides so runtime management of all the resources. So just like the CloudWatch in Amazon AWS, so it provides some service using which you can manage the runtime. Resource management. So it provides the statistics using which you can see what is the consumption and what is the pricing. So in that sense, you can manage the resources as well. Then application management. A specific subset of services is devoted to managing applications. These services include scheduling, execution, monitoring, and storage management. So the aspects related to application management are scheduling the tasks and its execution, monitoring its execution, and managing the storage. Then user management. Aneka is a multi-tenant distributed environment. So multi-tenant distributed environment means so multiple clients or multiple, it supports multiple clients or multiple users in which multiple applications potentially belonging to different users are executed. The framework provides an extensible users, groups, and permissions. The services devoted to user management build up the security infrastructure of the system and constitute a fundamental element for accounting management. Then quality of service and service level agreement management and billing. So SLA means service level agreement. So every cloud will assure certain things. We call it as service level agreement. Say for example, Aneka may tell that so we will provide 99% of availability. In case if you violate that condition, we will provide you additional discounts. So that is part of service level agreement. Okay, and if at all, if any service goes down, so this much will be the downtime. So this much will be the maximum downtime. So that is also part of service level agreement. And another one is quality of service. Okay, quality of service is related to throughput of an application. Within a cloud environment, application execution is metered and billed. So that is pay as you consume. Aneka provides a collection of services that coordinate together to take into account the usage of resources by each application and to bill the owning user accordingly. So just like any other cloud, so here also the services are metered. You will be paying for how much you consume. So this is the overview of the Aneka cloud infrastructure. So one thing you need to observe here, look at the nodes here. So the nodes are connected through internet and each node contains node manager. So that means so Aneka containers and each node so see here there is an Aneka container. So this is one node upon which the applications are hosted. So in that node the applications are hosted and it contains a node manager, and this is a Aneka repository. So repository means that's a server. So this is where the servers are located. So it can be a mail server, file server, HTTP server, and so on. Okay, and this is another one where you have containers, and here, okay, and here you can see the admin, okay, management console. So using the management console, what you can do is like you can block the services, you can enable the services, you can track the consumption, and you can deal with the configuration of containers. So you can assume this as administrator, cloud administrator, cloud admin node. Okay, so actually this is one subtopic in your syllabus. So I think this much information is good enough for you. So if I tell too much, you'll get confused, because majorly in cloud computing, our main emphasis is on Amazon AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google App Engine. Okay, so that means we give less importance for any other cloud platforms like Aneka and Salesforce. So any doubt?
No, sir.
So from this, we understood that using Aneka Cloud, you can develop the applications by using the SDK and the runtime provided by Aneka Cloud, and it provides a middleware so that you can install on individual computers, upon the clusters, upon any other network or combination of this. And also we know that Aneka also provides APIs to integrate with other existing cloud-based applications and services. Okay, anything you want to ask about Aneka Cloud? Anything you want to ask about Aneka Cloud, Amit?
No, sir.
Okay.